Hey. Okay.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy George right here. We up here about to start up this amazing podcast. The podcast for the people. You already know what it is. It's From the Jump. I got my boy Hattie over here.
What's up, y'all?
And right after Hattie, we got my big bro. We got Joe Mel. Hello. And to my left here, I got my brother. Actually,
That's
right
your
across.
right.
My right. Two takes. I already messed up again. I messed up again, but it's okay.
We were all good.
We got my homie Joseph right here, though. And then right next to me, we have a special guest. We have a lady on the show. We have Michelle.
What's good? So what's up?
So let's see, y'all. What we got on the menu today?
You got the
How y'all
menu right in
feeling?
front of you.
I got it in front of you. You right. First things first, we gotta give a couple shout outs though, man.
Oh, go ahead, sir.
As y'all may know, today
Get this out the
is
way.
our brother's birthday. Happy birthday, Enrique.
Happy birthday, Enrique.
He couldn't be here today, but you know, it's all good.
Yeah, Alana.
He in Atlanta doing his thing.
Boy, I
Trying to get this
Coming
money.
home with pink eye.
Yeah.
Oh, Magic
for
City
sure,
script
for sure.
clue.
Yeah. Shout out.
I love you and I
Sponsor
miss
him.
you.
Go ahead.
Do you have a special message for
I just
your
want
boy?
to say that I love you and I miss you so fucking much and I can't wait till you get home and we do the no pants dance.
No pants dance.
No pants
No
dance.
pants dance.
Oh, that's so sweet. And then we also got to give a shout out to our boy, Crew Parker. He been showing a lot of love, man. You are follower of the week. Shout out to you. He got music in his bio. Go check it out.
Hey,
Link in the bio.
link in the bio.
Look at the bio.
All right, y'all. So I got a little something on the menu I want to ask y'all.
Go.
So, you know, we all got to start from somewhere. I just want to see what was y'all first hustle that y'all had? Like, back in the day, like, what was your first hustle or first job that you did?
Man's was a dishwasher, bro.
Word?
Word.
Yeah,
I
like
worked
in
at
high school
Shogun.
or what?
Nah, it was
like,
not
like
there.
right after high school.
Okay,
I
okay.
got a job at Shogun at that Benihana spot
Yeah,
down in McKinley.
yep. They be having the sushi too.
That shit, it was okay.
It's okay?
It's alright.
He liked it because the females that worked there. See,
See,
I told you.
Damn.
Remember when I said the
Christmas
females?
Parties, man, them Christmas parties. I tell you what.
At Christmas.
They Halloween. It's lit.
So that was your first hustle?
Yeah.
You were
I
dishwashing?
was a dishwasher.
You didn't sell shit in school or anything?
Yeah, you
You
didn't
sell
do
no
like,
candy?
no underground hustle?
I ain't gonna expose any illegal business.
That's not illegal to sell chips.
Yes.
Fuck. Kids hungry,
I'm
bro.
not trying
Uh-uh.
to incriminate myself.
I'm
No,
just-
I'm just kidding.
Everybody got a
Nah,
hustle.
bro, I was a dishwasher.
Okay, okay. That's what's up. What about you, Joseph?
My first hustle was in school.
Yeah.
Like, my parents used to go to Santee Alley all the time, like in LA.
right.
And we knew this person who was selling, like, big-ass rugs, which is what they bought. And then he was selling, like...
Tapestries.
Yeah. And he was selling those... You know the fucking Clubmaster or Boatmaster glasses, whatever? Like the wire... Yeah, the wired Wayfarers.
Yeah.
He would sell a box of 20 for, like, $30. So I...
Oh, I remember you.
You remember
shit.
me doing
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
I would, like, in high school...
You gave me like a couple free pairs.
Yeah, I would be like, hey, $10 for this shit. $10 a pop.
10
And I
bucks?
was moving them, bro.
Yeah,
I
you
even
was
put
moving
out-
them. Them shits
I had-
flew off the shelf.
I had
man.
floral, I
Them
had
shits were
turtle,
dope.
or I had tortoise,
I-
floral, black.
Advertised them at Roosevelt.
I gave him a
Forum,
couple.
kid.
I gave him a couple, and he was using them for years.
Your boy was
That's
I
where you was getting them glasses from.
I had the swags.
Jamel used to have some cold glasses.
Bro,
Where
I
you get this
what?
from?
You feel me? Let's go. We
That's-
support.
The stove.
Hit the stove.
I am the stove.
The stove.
So you was the plug before the plug was invented then.
I was the plug, and no one ran off on me, so that's
I
a W.
forgot about
Okay,
that,
that's right,
man.
that's right.
Damn. That was
What
a
about you,
long
Michelle?
time
Did
ago.
you have a little hustle back in the day?
Well, actually, in 5th grade, I did like little pen tattoos on all the girls in the
Ooh.
bathroom
Just
stalls.
Okay.
What do they say?
Like
I
prison?
like deep.
Yeah, fat dick.
Oh,
I'll
Leave
peg
the
you.
seat.
Call me.
see?
And I would
Oh my
put the
god.
house number.
1-800-PEG. Peg 'em.
Peg 'em.
1-800-PEG 'em, bro. Hey, that's our first merch right there.
Hey.
100 peg 'em.
Peg
Oh
'em.
my god.
Jesus.
What about you, Hattie? You have a little hustle back in the day?
Man, when I first thing I can remember was like I was a kid when I first moved here to California, and I made a couple friends. We were always about making money, bro. Like we could. Everybody on the block, it was kind of like Ed and Eddie, but in real life, bro. Like I had 2 friends that I was always with, and we were always about making money. We would try to like start a business. We would go and sell lemonade,
That's right.
or we would go and like just go and fucking like we would catch lizards and like train them to be pets.
He said catch lizards.
Yes.
Hey, no,
Hold
in
on.
South Corona,
Oh,
South
man,
Corona,
what
there
the
were a
heck?
ton of lizards
yeah.
that would just run
Oh,
around.
yeah.
Because we
Damn.
lived right next to like this little hill.
Okay.
Like cool ass lizards. Like I used to catch.
Wasn't
a bunch.
there like a cougar sighting
Y'all was
there
selling
recently?
All the
lizards.
time.
Yeah, we like because for pets and kids would give us like $5, bro. And then the ice cream man
Damn.
would come and I could buy like those little lizard pens, you know. And
The
yeah.
Paletero, man.
That's crazy.
But yeah, ever since I was like I don't know, like 8 or 9, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel you.
Until I got a real job.
At
That's
8
it.
or 9.
Yeah.
At 8 or 9.
At 10 or 11.
This man was a child laborer.
Yeah, man. No, it was a trip. It was a trip. Yeah.
That's
Fun
crazy.
time.
I'm gonna tell y'all about my little hustle back in the day. So, I was the original CD plug back in the day. Back in like 5th, 6th grade, pretty much I moved out the hood and moved to the suburbs. You feel me? And
you left Trap Elementary.
I left Trap Elementary. You know what I'm
To
saying?
go trap in elementary.
To go trap in the elementary school, but I used to download mixtapes and
For
like,
the low.
on the low, bro, and like albums that rappers would release, and I would download it to. I had LimeWire, bro, so
How much would you sell them for?
like $5 to $10, depending on who it was.
I got a real.
If it was like 50 cent back in the day, I was charging like $10.
I got a real like hustle question for you. This is how we gonna know if you were real or not.
Okay.
Were you on Memorex blank CDs?
Oh, bro, the
Memorex.
Memorex.
Memorex?
Sure, you on the
The
Memorex?
Of course.
Sure.
Oh,
Of
the
course.
Memorex
For
colored, or you
sure.
just get the
Bro.
gold? You just get the gold. You get
Bro,
the
I
color.
got the gold, bro.
The
Bro.
gold was.
Everybody
gold,
had the
bro.
gold.
I still got a couple
Everybody
in the
had
car,
the
I got
bro.
a couple
I
too.
still got a couple in
Yep,
the car.
yep.
I
Man.
from the Bay. My cousin used to live from the Bay. He got me all the Bay plug.
So wait. So then, you went to Best Buy or you went to Target to get up that like 5 for 10?
Oh, I didn't know about all that.
There was actually, see, this is how you know, like, we up there in age. Right around the corner from me, there was like this little video store,
Okay.
and they used to have sales all the time, like for blank CDs all the time, and that's where I used to get like the CDs from. It was crazy. Bro. That's how you know like times have really changed. Like
Nah, you can't even
we have
find that no more.
Spotify now, like Apple Music, SoundCloud,
Bro, I got
YouTube.
hella CDs I can't even use. I ain't got no CD player.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, just
Cars
burn
don't
it
even
to
come
your
with CD
computer,
players
bro.
no
Put that
more.
in your Apple library.
That's a lot of work.
That makes you. That
That's with
hey,
a lot of
that
CDs.
makes you exotic
But,
though. They're like, oh, he got CD music on his phone.
Yep, yep.
CD music.
Oh, he got CD. His
Define
Apple
CD
library
music.
crazy.
What type of CD music we talking?
I'm talking about 2007 Lil Wayne lighter flick music. Dude.
Oh,
Oh my god.
yeah.
I got the Fugees on tape.
I'm talking about the roots. Like you put
I got Wu Tang.
exactly, bro. See if you, see exactly. That makes you tough, bro. You like, damn. He got Wu Tang. He doesn't have Wu Tang. Wu Tang on the Spotify. He doesn't have Wu Tang on Spotify. He has Wu Tang in his library.
Library.
I got
Wow.
Liquid Swords tape.
He's still flexing, bro.
Hey, since we talking about like throwbacks and stuff, I just want to ask y'all something
I
real
got the
quick.
Tupac, the Chronic, bro. I got Chronic.
He said he got
I got the
chronic. I just want to ask y'all something real quick though.
Go ahead.
All right, since we talking about throwbacks, all right, it's crazy because y'all remember the old Nickelodeon shows, like Just Jordan, The little Romeo show.
Yes.
Drake and Josh.
Little Romeo.
Y'all remember that?
Master
That's
P.
crazy.
Master P was in that shit.
Master P.
Master P was in that
Man.
shit.
No limit.
I feel like they don't make like shows like
Missed that shit.
how they did back in the day. Like the creativity's kind of gone.
I'll tell you why.
Why.
It
What's up?
started. I have a theory. It started with iCarly, bro. Because they tried to make everything about technology and webcams and shit.
That's true.
Like, how are you gonna kids actually just stay home and watch other kids play with toys on YouTube and shit? We
Yeah.
had childhoods like we were out.
yeah, we were
like,
outside.
We ain't had all that.
Yeah, we
Outside
had bikes.
hustling.
We had bikes, bro.
outside.
Like
I
we were,
had rollerblades.
Trying to get
Yeah,
a couple bucks for the ice
oh,
cream man, bro.
Yep.
see, like you
All
can't.
day, every day.
Kids just sit at home all day.
Yeah, man.
It's not the same.
It
That's
really
why.
isn't.
That's why like those TV shows now.
Bro,
Are
like the fear of coming home when the lights come on at night.
Yeah.
When the street lights come on, your
Yeah.
ass gonna get beat if you don't.
For
be
real,
out.
I wasn't
man.
even
Sure
out,
like
bro.
that.
I
Yeah, I was
listened.
running home.
For real. It didn't matter what happened. You made sure your ass was in the house before them
You guys
street
had
lights came
so
on.
much freedom. When I would go outside, it would be like, okay, who's gonna be outside? Like, your
Yeah,
uncle,
who's
your
watching you?
dad,
Who's
Yeah.
watching
Yeah.
you?
Yo, that we had that.
like-
Yeah, we had that. Like our
Yeah.
grandma would sit on
Yeah.
the driveway
porch.
in a chair,
Gotta
sleep.
watch it.
Sleep.
Not even watching us.
Man, if I had to do that now, I'd have a blunt smoking. I got my beer.
Yep. Posted.
Y'all go play.
You better not be in that toilet.
Watching Netflix on your phone, like,
Yo.
I'm posted.
My
No.
uncle's son was watching like this YouTube video of just like flushing shit down a toilet, bro. It was like,
Yo,
the
what?
fuck? What the fuck are you watching?
Sir, give me that.
It was crazy.
The shit that entertains.
And you need to
people
put something better
nowadays.
on there.
No, the shit that entertains kids, dude. Like these are the
Yeah.
next leaders of like the free world.
Yeah.
Watching shit videos.
What free world?
What can fit down my
Hey, but some kids are like really acting like leaders.
Yeah,
versus
yeah.
the other kids that are like
I see that.
just watching.
Yeah, it's a lot going on, like, and it's crazy because I feel like just time flies super fast, bro. Like, it's crazy.
It has.
I agree.
I feel like
I feel. Oh, go ahead.
last week it was like my quinceañera, and now I'm about to be 25.
Yeah,
I
I'm
was-
already 25.
I was
shit.
thinking about it like 20, like hitting 21 to like the start of 23 was a big ass blur. Like, no, 21 to 23 was a blur, bro.
Yeah.
We were drunk a lot.
He did.
Oh, yeah.
We were drunk
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot,
I
dude.
drink
Yeah.
a
Yeah,
lot.
a lot of
Taco Tuesday, Thirsty Thursday, regular ass Friday, old people
Man,
Saturday.
just think
bro.
about that, bro. It makes me tired.
Yeah. Like, it-
for real.
We used to be so swollen on fucking alcohol.
Yeah. It's crazy.
I'm cool now.
It's crazy, bro, because it's like, I feel like right before you turn 21 is like kind of the best time to drink. And then, like,
That's where you build your tolerance.
yeah, you know, you're
Yeah.
trying to, you drink whatever you could get, like a Four Loco, you know, whatever.
Gross.
And the minute you hit 21, like, you just want to party and shit. And then, like, after that, it's like drinking is whatever.
I feel like you do your best drinking at 22
Yes.
Yeah.
because you've learned all the
Yeah.
spots.
Bro, we were
Yep.
You're used to
a lot.
drinking.
Mm-hmm.
You know what to do. Because, like, when you're 21, you fresh go to the bar, you're like, oh, I'm
I
scared.
don't know what
Yeah.
to do.
Yeah.
I don't know what
You
At
don't know what to
22,
get.
you've been to
Yeah.
all the good bars, you've been all to the bad bars, and now you're just like, I'm trying to see something in that X bar.
Yep.
I started out with fucking give me a Jack and Coke, and now I'm like, I'll take a Johnny Walker Black Label.
Yeah.
Hey.
Respect.
On the rocks?
That's my favorite drink. Johnny Walker Black
Johnny Walker.
on the rocks.
I still get Jack and Coke though every once in a while.
Yeah.
I mean-
Trying
You
to
know
get,
what you're-
trying
you know
to get
what
white
you're
girl
sipping
wasted.
Woodford Reserve, dude. Some bourbon.
Dang.
Oh,
Ew.
that's
Bourbon.
cheap. Bourbon.
Yes.
Nah.
But I
No
drink
bourbon.
like
You want some Jim Bain?
no, I drink
It's
like
just
Jim
it's
Beam
a
with
grown
the
man's
honey.
drink.
no, like I drink like I'm an accountant or something, like about to
Yeah.
retire. I'm drinking like golf course shit.
Right. So like, I mean, we're all in our 20s still, so it's like
Plenty.
20s,
Twenties.
We're on that
20s. We're in the 20s. Anyways, since we're all in our 20s, what do y'all think is like the biggest struggle of being in your 20s?
Paying rent.
Finding your that too.
I think it's just struggling to like become the person that you want to be. I feel like
Yeah.
when you hit, personally for me, I didn't feel like I was born until I was 22, or I guess discovered myself.
Okay.
And now it's just like a continuous, like, I guess, strive to be who I want to be. Like, I figured out who I want to be. Now it's like, okay, how do I do it? Okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
I feel like it goes with what Michelle just said. Like, it sucks finding peace in your 20s because you're unsure of everything. And with not knowing what the fuck you're going to do with your life brings a lot of, like, anxiety to our age group.
Right.
You're right.
So it's like we lack peace there. And, like, in order to find our peace, we have to fight our own peace.
Yeah.
You feel me? We have to fight what makes us tick.
Amen to that. What's up, Patty?
How y'all doing?
Where you at?
I'm fucking
Chilling,
high.
bro.
Where you at?
I'm just trying to make sure everything runs smoothly, bro.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, you know how it is.
That's right.
Yeah, working hard.
What do you feel like we struggle with in our 20s?
What do we struggle with in our 20s? It depends, man. Some people kind of know what they want to do in life. Some people don't, you know? And so, like, I mean, for me, it's just kind of trying to figure out what you want. You know, where do you want to be? What do you want to do? What makes you happy? What are you striving for? Do you want to travel? Do you want to stick around? Do you want to help people? Like,
I'm
You know.
trying to dust my house counters and suck some dick for the rest of my life, Ricky. I'd like to be a stay-at-home housewife.
Well, alrighty then.
Well, all right.
That's
Bet.
I was gonna say something.
Ricky in Chicago, like, all right then.
turning it up.
Say less.
He's like, bitch, me too.
Pegums. 1-800 Pegums.
Pegums.
So, can I ask y'all something, though?
Yeah, go ahead.
Like, on the low?
Go ahead.
Y'all know Mother's Day is coming up, right?
Yeah, next Sunday.
Yeah. Shout out to all the mothers
You a
out
bad
there
son.
holding it down.
You a
taking
bad
care
son.
of us.
I'm gonna
Mama.
need that, sir.
Happy Mother's Day, Mama.
Mama.
I love you.
Oh, I
Mama.
got the
Love you.
perfect Mother's Day story for. But if go ahead,
For
go
right
ahead.
now.
Go ahead.
All
Talk
right.
your talk.
So, Eli's 17th birthday, we all went to Raul's house, and it was a shit show. That was the night you talked to the cop. That was the
Aw,
night.
Yeah, that was 17.
That was 17.
How
That
do
was
you know that?
because that wasn't 17. I'm sorry. That was like 19.
Okay, when
That
we
was
were
19 because we would have been out of high school for a year. That was the night you talked to the cop. That was the night Eli and Raul boxed.
Oh, what?
That's the night he threw up on my leg.
That's the night Hattie threw up on your leg.
Hey.
That was a
Yeah,
legend.
that was a crazy night.
Also, to top it
Punk
all
ass.
off, we were driving home, right?
Mm-hmm.
He dropped me off. He kicked me like, according to my dad, it was like 3 a.m. He like kicked me through the door and I walked my ass upstairs, right? I was fucking blasted. Like I couldn't even see straight.
Yeah.
My dad was up for some reason. He comes to my room. He's like, "Are you drunk?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not." And I fall asleep mid-conversation, right? I wake up at 5 a.m. My dad's like, "What the fuck?" And my mom's crying her eyes out.
What?
She's like, "My son's a
What?
wino. He's a drunk. Oh my god!" And then it was Mother's Day.
Oh.
Puto.
Yeah.
We failed.
So early, bro.
I don't know why the fuck. But anyway, I came home drunk as fuck on Mother's Day, and I got my car taken away for like 3 months.
Damn.
Oof.
Ooh.
Fucking,
You made your mama cry?
I made my mom cry. I had to be home at like
Yeah.
10:30. I was 19. I had to be home at 10:30
We didn't get home
every
till
day.
like 3 or 2.
I know.
Yep.
For 3 months, locked down because, I mean, I could have got my ass beat, but
Yeah.
they took.
I
They,
would have beat your ass
For real.
with the chancla.
nah, she's Filipino. She would have beat it with the Walis? The Walis?
Whatever the fuck.
Translation.
It's a broom.
It's a broom
Okay.
made out of fucking sticks.
Okay.
That's all one listing thing.
Oh my god.
Hey, should we tell the people what happened last night?
Go ahead. Just say it.
All right. So yesterday, yesterday
Duke's.
at Duke's
At Duke's.
over in Riverside.
These motherfuckers took me to Duke's.
Dukes.
I wanted to sleep. They're like,
What?
nah, bet we're gonna go
We
to
ain't
Duke's.
going there
It's
no
gonna be
more.
lit. It's gonna be lit.
Who said it was gonna be lit?
It was
It's
$5.
Adrian's fault.
It was
told
$5
us-
to get in.
He told
right?
us to go.
On a Friday night,
Fuck Adrian.
and I didn't have shit to do. I didn't have work or nothing, so I was like, all right, I'll go out. So we're like, all right. So we start pre-gaming, and then we go.
Man, we should have just went to Fullerton.
And
Fuck.
Duke's was so
Fullerton.
bad.
there were
Bro,
so
for
many 30-year-old women
Nah,
in there.
40.
30 to
Like
40.
the
30
the
to 40.
the
Wow.
Like,
median
we're the youngest people.
the median age excluding us would have been like 35, 36.
Hey,
So
next
then
weekend.
What's wrong with
Next
older
weekend.
women?
Hey, next weekend.
They
They have more experience. They know how to get there. They know what they want,
You're
and
right.
in case your dick sucks, they know how to maneuver it to where they're satisfied.
Okay.
if I wanted
These guys some assholes.
if I wanted to get someone if
Y'all
I
didn't
wanted
do
to get with
shit.
someone's tia, I would go
Hey,
to a
I'm trying to
carne
stay
asada.
faithful, kid.
I wouldn't go to a fucking bar. I wouldn't pay money to go get at someone's tia. I could go to a family party for that.
Wow, you be going to your family?
No, not. I didn't say my family party.
I know.
A family party.
I was just making a joke.
Shut up. You was feeling the fucking rock in the corner.
Oof.
Whatever.
Incest is best.
No.
Chill.
FBI, she's over
You
there.
getting demonetized.
That's her. We getting demonetized.
Obama, please.
Hey,
Come get her.
hey, shout out
Yeah,
Obama.
yeah.
Shout out Obama. You the GOAT, bro. Anyways,
Bro, y'all watch that new those on
These-
Netflix? There's a new like
No.
Ted Bundy like Netflix
No.
documentary.
No,
Oh, on
the
Netflix?
Zac
With
Efron.
Yeah.
Efron? No, I haven't seen it, but I
None of
heard
y'all
it's
have
good.
No, I haven't seen
Oh, I gotta watch it then.
I
You
heard
should
it's
watch.
good.
I heard.
I just don't understand why people watch shit like that, bro. Like, what's the point?
it's kind of trippy though.
For what
the
reason?
the
though? Like,
OJ
it's
one.
just sad.
The OJ one was trippy.
Yeah.
The fucking the one where they framed that pizza guy for the bombing. It was
I don't know about that.
I showed y'all that one.
Isn't that like making a murder or something?
No, that's not
else?
making a murder. It was something genius, dude, like mad genius or whatever.
Genius Brain? I don't know.
No, fool. I showed y'all at John's.
I don't remember.
Well, there's this one where like these
That
four
shit just don't make no sense. to
four
me.
hillbillies frame a pizza guy to like rob a bank, right? They strap a bomb to his chest,
Yeah.
and then no one believes like
Oh, that it's a bomb and then
Yeah.
the bomb explodes.
yeah, no one
and-
believed
yeah.
it was a bomb, and then he blew up in the
Mhm.
street.
Wild. Oh, I remember that.
Yeah,
Whoa. Yeah, I remember that.
he just
I
he
remember
brain
that.
blasted on
Brain
camera.
blast. Yeah, I
My bad.
remember that.
Oh, that was Bima. That wasn't you this time.
No, that was my dog.
Sorry,
Fuck you.
sorry, dog. Sorry, Papa.
Yo, so it's crazy. Like, I feel like this year has gone by so fast, and like, we're in May now, so it's like we're almost halfway.
It's May the
through.
4th.
May the 4th.
No,
be
it's
with
the
you.
5th.
Star
now.
Wait. Oh, is it? Damn.
It's Cinco de Mayo.
Oh, it's
Cinco
Ricky's
de
sister's
Mayo.
birthday.
Oh, what?
Hey,
Oh, they're
happy
younger.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
It's
Happy
the
birthday,
5 of
Vanessa.
mayonnaise.
Yeah. So
Did
you-
you watch Mayo Cello?
huh?
So
Fuck is that?
apparently,
Huh?
Taylor Swift opened up the Billboard Awards with a fucking marching
Band.
band.
And
No,
then
that's-
and then Beyonce came out with a band.
Oh.
For Coachella last year,
Uh-huh.
but she just released a documentary, so everybody's like super on that,
Yeah.
Beachella using the marching band, and then
We're not
She-
Beehive here. We're Future Hive.
bitch, Beehive
No
all the way.
BBW.
I ain't
I'm
gonna
kidding,
lie.
dude.
I'm
Free
with
band.
that
Man,
beehive.
no.
That was way too ignorant.
Oh my
George
God.
saying he with the Beehive because he got an agenda. You got an agenda.
Huh? With what?
The Beehive.
What you trying to do?
Beyonce just a goat. I can't hate.
You see what you doing? I see you,
I
George.
can't-
Respect. I see you. I see you.
You see me.
Shout-
there.
shout him out.
You see me. there.
We can all
You see
read
me
you.
He trying to get in the Beehive.
there.
Aren't we all?
No.
Like,
Huh?
it's the same thing with Beyonce and Rihanna. They both walk in
Oh,
the
I
room, everyone's
Love
single.
Rihanna. Gee.
Yeah, shout out to Rihanna.
Y'all should have
Big
saw her
fan.
in the Gaba Island movie, bro.
I'm gonna watch it just for
She
her.
was looking like a snack.
Shut up.
She was looking like one of them 2 pieces, bro,
Man.
with extra sauce. I was like,
only 2-piece, bro? Just a 1-2?
Sometimes a 3-piece
She
could be
not a
too
20-piece
much.
to you, bro?
That could be too much, but like the 2-piece is
Too much
right.
of Rihanna? Do you see yourself saying that?
What?
It could never be too much.
Ooh.
You right.
Ooh.
You right. I can't even argue that. I mean, have a good comeback.
Get the fuck out of here.
Anyways, bro. I mean, half of this year's almost halfway, so it's like,
No, it's not. It is.
yeah, bro. Pretty much.
It is.
Fifth month. I forgot.
Yeah.
Hey, who was it that didn't know their months in the squad?
I don't know.
What?
Someone didn't know their months, bro.
That was probably Ricky.
No.
You use your fist, no? Yeah.
How do you
January,
not know your
February, March,
months?
April. And then we figure out which one has the
Someone didn't know their months at one of our little kickbacks, and it was fucking hilarious.
Well, I have to count most of the time.
Really?
Yeah.
February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, November.
No, October.
Oh,
It was you.
Got him.
I got.
He set him up. He set him up.
I did. I knew exactly who it was, bro.
That was cold. That was cold. So, what are your guys' goals like for the rest of the year?
I'm trying to lose this weight, boy.
Hey, that's
Okay,
right.
flex on
You
him.
been in the gym?
Flex on him.
Yes, sir.
Like,
What
fuck,
gym you
bro.
go to?
24.
Super
Okay.
Sport. Get it right.
Super Sport.
Get it. We don't
We
lift
don't
broke.
speak broke.
We don't lift broke.
Damn, what about you, Hattie?
What?
What's your goal for the rest of the year?
Bruh, just like the finish school.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Finish school.
that's all right.
What's yours, George?
Get a new job.
What's your goals, brother?
Really just to keep things going. Kind of just move forward and explore different opportunities. You know, I want to improve every day. I feel like I'm at the point in my career where it's like, you know, it's time for me to get this money.
This man's
So,
maturing, bro.
that's all it is.
He just trying to go to bed.
Tired.
I gotta work.
Trying to sleep.
We all tired.
Nah, we up. Now I'm just trying to keep growing, man.
I feel it.
That's all.
What's your goals, Michelle?
I don't know. To be honest, this year I just want to focus on being more happy. I
That's
guess
right.
That's something
Respect.
I can work on.
Happiness.
Happiness
Respect.
and positivity. I want to project happiness.
Peace,
I want
love.
to be, like that good source of energy.
That's
Respect
right.
answer. What about you, guy? What's your goals?
Real talk.
Real talk,
Like-
brother.
I gotta get into law school.
Oh.
Yeah.
My pops even asked me about it today.
Okay.
Today.
He was like, "You know what I would have wanted for my birthday, which was yesterday."
Happy birthday.
Shout
Happy
out.
birthday, Pop.
Shout out,
Happy
birthday,
Mr.
pops.
Acosta.
He was like, "I would have loved to have gotten a law school acceptance letter for you in the mail," and I was like, "Oh shit."
My pops does the same shit all the time.
I guess I'm not going to dinner tonight, guys.
I'll just eat alone.
They asked what restaurant I wanted to go to, and I was like, oh, Mariscos Uruapan. You know why? Because they got a live band there that's so fucking loud you can't talk.
Bro.
So I could enjoy my fucking ceviche and not talk about college, bro.
It's strategic.
Don't ask me no
Strategically.
questions.
But yeah, like, I need to get into a law school.
Yeah.
I took a year sabbatical, and like, that shit it wasn't it, chief.
Really?
It wasn't the smartest move.
No, I could have fucking been in law school by now, chilling.
Yeah, it's all good. I mean, it's a
It's
part
all
of
good.
life, man.
Oh well.
Mm-hmm.
Live and
It
you
be
learn.
that way sometimes, you
Yeah.
know.
Live and you learn. Still here.
Yeah, because I wanted to record, bro.
Be here for the show to do the thing that we know. Yo, I'm a rapper.
What about you, Jamal?
I just
He
was
was
the
the
first one to
first
say
name.
it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
my bad.
Skirt,
My
skirt.
bad.
Duh. Just thinking ass.
Hey, I got a question. Like, it's a serious
Go
one.
ahead, shoot, brother.
With that measles outbreak,
Oh.
Measles.
are you vax or anti-vax?
Honestly,
He don't know.
no, I know. I mean, I don't really go to the doctor like that. I try not to take any medication, so
You don't get flu
I'm
shots, bro?
anti. No,
Okay.
no.
Whatever.
I don't mess with that.
That's cool. Don't touch me.
Yeah,
That's
you
fine.
gross.
Just kidding.
You don't get no flu shot?
I don't.
Hey, low key,
I don't get sick, bro.
I haven't gotten a flu shot in a minute.
I've never ever in my
It's
life
been like
gotten
Do
one.
you have like a
3-4 years.
tetanus shot and shit? That can save your
I
life.
already got that.
I mean, I got that like when I was a kid.
Yeah, you have to get
Yeah.
it every 10 years, bro.
I got mine already.
I got mine recently.
George don't get a flu shot.
Actually,
I don't.
have a good story with that.
Okay.
My coworker just got her like the tip of her finger sliced off at
What?
work. Like we have these rack. You basically assemble a rack where you put the clothing on, and you
Double
can,
or
like just a regular rack.
like a baby rack?
Yeah, and it has 3 different levels because we have tall dresses and like you want to make it taller so the dresses don't drag.
Yeah.
And so they were making it shorter. No, they were making it taller, and she was like, be careful. My
Sir.
finger's in the hole right now.
I
Like,
hate that shit.
pick it up slowly. Didn't listen. Pulled the top part of the rack off, and her finger just blood squirting everywhere.
That's
Oh,
What did you
that's
do?
Nasty.
And
You scream, she cries.
yeah, the room just fucking drenched with blood.
Did y'all call
We
911
went-
or did you leave
No,
the
we
premises?
actually went to Target during
Y'all just
our
wash
lunch.
your hands?
No.
Wow.
I spit on it, and she felt better. No, we went to Target. We got like a big bottle of alcohol, and we just doused her hand in it. She was screaming,
Oh.
and
What
it's
the
just
fuck?
fucking fresh flesh.
Why don't
Like
y'all
we
just
didn't-
go straight to the
to
hospital?
the ER. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, this bitch is stupid. So she wanted to
God.
stay her whole shift because
Oh my
What?
god! Fuck, I would have been. I would have. I would have
That's
never
what I
told the
said.
manager or
What?
anything. Like,
like I'm in pain.
I would have shot up a text.
She
Hey,
could
bro, I
claim
cut
that
my
too.
finger off, bro. I went to the hospital.
She could claim that too.
Bruh.
Yeah, no.
Yo.
Even the manager offered to let her go. They were like, "Do you need to go to the urgent care? Like, what
Yeah.
do you need?"
No, she
like,
has to.
How much are we talking? Like, how much finger?
Like, she barely missed permanent damage.
But how much did she
Wow.
get? Like, they chopped her finger off, like the whole finger?
Like, not the whole finger, but
Oh.
like the tip of the finger.
Oh,
Like, what
Like
tip?
her
man,
finger-
you was exaggerating.
her
Like it was
finger.
like this.
No, I said the tip of.
No,
her
she
finger.
said
She
like
said
she
like
said
that.
like this,
Like,
but like
Yeah.
that fatty part at the edge of your finger,
You
like
have
that.
so
It's
many
not that
nerves
bad.
on your fingers, but she just missed permanent damage. But I mean, we're talking about
Talking about permanent damage.
I would have went to
Yeah.
the hospital regardless.
Yeah.
So we went to the ER after work, and they put fucking glue on her.
Nice.
And
What?
I guess we thought she was gonna get a tetanus shot because she hadn't gotten one since she was like a baby.
Yeah.
And no, they put her on antibiotics instead for
Really?
10 days instead of giving her the tetanus shot.
Was she? Did she secretly like say no to the
Was it
needle? or
rusty?
No, she didn't secretly say no to the needle. They just told her we'll put you on antibiotics.
That's-
and I was like, I'd
Yeah.
rather take the shot so I can still drink alcohol.
Well, I mean, I'd rather take the shot so I don't
This
have to
girl.
forget about my
Oops.
antibiotics and eventually die.
I mean, more for the alcohol, but yeah,
yeah.
that too.
Damn.
That's
That's
crazy.
that's what happened to me. Like when I hit my head at the gym, I had like a fucking. Justin said it was a 1/2 inch hole in my head.
It was pretty deep, brother.
I pulled my forehead apart like in the mirror. I was like, "Am I open?" And then like, cause he didn't see it. Oh, you didn't hear about that story, huh?
No.
There's an arm that sticks out like that on a preacher crow, and it's exposed metal. I just fucking hit my head on that bitch, and then like I was like, "Am I cut?" I look at Justin. Am I cut? He's like, "Bro, chill." I open my forehead up. There's like 1/2 inch missing from my head.
Damn.
Yeah, and then I was like, "Fuck!" I like pulled my forehead apart, and I saw just like a triangle of flesh.
Oh, that's nasty.
This dude and Justin drove me to the hospital. I was on the bench. Like I called my mom. I was like, "Mom, where am I covered? Don't freak out. I hit my head. Don't freak out. I hit my head." And she's like, "Oh my god, I'm coming." But I was like, "Where do I go? Like I'm not gonna sit here this musty ass 24 with a hole in my head."
Yeah,
Oh, fuck.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's what we
They told
exactly
me
what we-
like, "Oh, you have to get the glue, just like your friend.
Mhm.
You can get the glue and it'll be fine." And I was like, "No, like doctor, it's not just like a cut. It's a flap. Open up the flap." And he's like, "What are you talking?" And he opened up my head and he's like, "Oh yeah, you need stitches. You're gonna get 4 or 5 of them." I'm like, "Oh."
Damn.
He thought like, "Yeah, like I only have to do like 1 or 2 stitches." And I was like, "No, open my head."
Open my head.
Yeah, I was like, open the door.
Mhm.
What the fuck?
Gross.
I had to get a tetanus shot first, and like they pulled me in like that for the tetanus shot. I was like, "Cool, like everything's gonna happen fast." Got the shot, went back out, waited 4 hours just to get 4 stitches.
Oh Oh my god.
That's
Fuck.
wild.
Yo, you did that same night?
Yeah, I did everything in one night, bro. I didn't get home. I got there like 7. I came home at 1.
I'm glad I lived.
Yeah.
Man.
I wasn't gonna make you.
I'm glad your
stepped on a
parents
nail
came
once.
in.
Yeah, I mean, I could have done it myself.
Yo,
like-
we got some words of wisdom from the security guard when we left. What did he say? He's like,
Was he black?
yeah, he was black.
I already knew.
Yeah.
I already knew.
He was like,
Shedding that light.
he said like, have you, what did he say? Have you reached eternal life yet?
What?
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like,
Whoa.
Can
Let
you
me know.
explain?
How?
he was,
Show me the way.
it was
master.
like,
Have
if you had
re-
Jesus in your life or something.
Yeah.
Like you have eternal life because you have no fear of dying, because you know Jesus is in the next life.
That's deep.
So, yeah. When me and Justin were shook, I was like, "What the fuck?"
What's crazy is like he's
Shook.
telling you that
Shook.
as you leave the hospital.
Yeah. And when he said it, there was like an ominous wave in the air.
The breeze, the breeze of Jesus.
Yo, it's like in those movies where they like, and there's like some mysterious guy.
Some leaves blow across.
Yeah.
like,
So that means you
And
going
then
to
Jesus
church
shows
tomorrow,
up.
right?
Nah. But it did open my eye
I feel it.
a little bit.
Yeah. Every now and then you gotta get a little wake up call, you know.
Yo, facts.
Oh, do you guys have any like superstitions or like signs that you think is like a dead relative or like God or something?
Yes.
Wow, that's crazy.
What's yours?
My uncle, he passed away when I was 15.
Mm-hmm.
And there are times when I'm doing whatever, I'm just going about my life. And sometimes you just feel someone hug you. And my mom has felt it too. And it started after he passed away. Like, right after he passed away, I just got, like, random feelings of, like, something just holding me. And it's not, like, a cold, hard presence. It's like it feels like love. Like, genuine love is surrounding you. And I don't know what other way to explain it, or, like, how else to think about it. Like, that's the only person that's close to me that's passed away. So it's like, you know, I don't know. I believe in that. I believe in
Wow.
spirits.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's
I want
dope.
to feel that.
I got a story for that.
Go ahead.
It's not like heartwarming though. So
Down.
Say
Okay,
it.
go.
okay, so in El
You even said
Salvador,
it- Oh.
Oh, bitch.
In El Salvador.
yeah, you know, my family like they own like 60% of like this one city, and then my great grandpa my great grandpa had a house. It was like the huge Spanish style. So it's like it's built like a square,
Okay.
but the middle is emptied out, and it's a garden/courtyard thing.
All right.
It took up like the whole fucking block. It was huge.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, my great grandpa passed away, and his wife did soon after. So all the kids in the next generation split the house. They had like 7 kids. So they each took like a piece of the house, right? They combined most of them except for 2 now, because a lot of the kids died off. So there's 4 alive, but 2 share 2 buildings, right? Everybody in every single generation following the great grandparents say they have like ghost stories of that house. Like my dad has stories, my tios, my tias, my cousins my age have stories, my nieces and nephews have stories. Like there's a lot of activity
You
in
gonna
that
tell
house.
us one?
Yeah,
bro?
yeah,
I
yeah.
wanna
All right.
hear one.
I'll tell you one from like each generation.
Go.
My pops, like, to respect the senoras and stuff, he'd be like, no, it's not haunted, in front of everybody. But then around the corner, he's telling all the kids, like, yeah, like, when I was 13, I remember I was sleeping in the house, and I could hear sweeping. And my grandma used to sweep a certain way, like, brush, or, like, whatever. And it sounded exactly like her sweeping. I was in the hammock, and I was like, what the hell? He gets up, and he doesn't see anything move except for a glass.
Right.
And it's like placed. It didn't move, but it was placed exactly where she used to place it when she would go outside and walk around the garden and come back. right next to the door in the nighttime. And he was like, from then on, I would always feel something in the house. Not dangerous, but I would feel like I'm not alone in the house. And this is in the village. There's no street lights. Oh, no, there's street lights. But they're super dim. If you go right outside the village, it's just forest.
It was just that, though? Like.
No, and then there's another one from my cousin, right? She said, like, all right. She said that when she was about 16, she's like 30 now. When she was 16, she was sleeping in one of the rooms that used to be my grandma's and grandpa's room.
Yeah.
Or it was, they like divided it. She said that she could hear someone knocking on the door for a cool, like, 5 minutes. She opened the door after, like, a little while, and nothing was there.
Okay.
She was the only one in the house. She had locked the house.
Weird, bro.
Yeah.
That's trippy.
Bitch, alone?
Alone.
I'm calling you guys. I'm like, one of you turn around. Like, someone's spending the night. I'm not. No.
I have another cousin who brought. This happened this past December when I was in El Salvador with them. I was staying in the house with them.
Fuck that shit, bro.
There's two. The first one was a trip. It happened to me.
Say it.
So, I was in the right house. There's a left house and a right house, right?
The name for this episode is Ghost Story.
And then I was like, there's a garage. It's an open garage, and it like goes into a kitchen. There's a big lounging area on the left, and then there's an upstairs with like 2 rooms and a third level, which is just like a patio. I was on the third level, like 4 a.m. I don't know why. I think my cousins had just left, and I was cleaning up everything. I come downstairs. My parents are at the other house drinking with my uncles and aunts and shit. So I'm alone in the house. This shit only happens when we're alone.
Yeah.
I go to my room. I hear the fridge open, the fridge close, and it squeaked. It had a distinct squeak, and it had that, when it kind of decompresses, the air is like. I heard
Man, that was somebody just making a sandwich.
Hold on.
Somebody's making a sandwich.
Bro, that shit went on for a cool, like, 60 seconds. Every door was locked. My mom and dad locked the doors when they left. Everything was locked. I was by myself, and I heard the fridge open and close, open and close, open.
They came back and made a sandwich.
I would have left.
Bro, I locked the door, and I put I put my bag over the window, and I was like, not tonight. I prayed, bro. I was like, God, tell my grandma I said hi, but tell her I don't want no damn sandwich, dude. And then another one that happened like a couple nights later. My cousin brought her boyfriend. Like, he's white.
Yeah.
Brought him to the family reunion. So he's getting to know the family. But we used to vape. And the family didn't know. So, like, I was out, like, cleaning the street after, like, the New Year's celebration with the fireworks and shit. He snuck inside to, like, hit his vape. He said, like, when he first tried to open, there's a gate door and then the door. He tried to open the gate door. It was lighter than it was. Like, someone helped him, right? He opened the door. He walked inside, and he was just going to go vape really quick, come back down, right? The gate, the wrought iron gate is brand new. It sticks. So if, like, you pull it open, it'll stay open. If you close it, it'll stay closed. It won't, like, rattle or anything. There's no give to it. He said he walked in. He went to the second floor, which is still open, and you can see the front door downstairs on your way up to vape. He said he left the door open on purpose because he didn't have the key and it auto locks, right? The gate slams while he's on his way. It just slams, dude, by itself, closes. And he was like, fuck, dude. He went upstairs and we had Wi-Fi there. So he DM'd me. Bro, come to the Alicia's house, bro. Hurry.
Poltergeist on the way.
He was like, I don't know if the door's locked, but it closed. And I was like, how did you close it? And he's like, no, bro, it closed by itself. That shit slammed. And I was like, oh, you're dead, dog.
Yeah,
this sounds like a movie, bro.
I'm gone, bro. Bro, I'm out that country. Peace.
For real, though, like, on some true story shit, I have a few family members that died in that village, like, for different reasons.
Yeah.
Like died young, like recently. Like I had an uncle that fell into the lake because he was so drunk and hit his head on a rock. So like we have to get to Rodri's dad's property, right? It's on a hill above the village. You have to walk over a little tiny bridge, no edges, like that goes over a creek in the complete pitch black, right? He was drunk as fuck. He was walking, slipped, and fell, hit his head, and he was by himself. He had left the party, so no one found him until the next day.
Did he drown?
No, he hit his head and like died.
Oh shit.
He probably bled out.
Wow. That
Yeah.
sucks. Rip.
Damn, that's a trip, bro.
It's a trip, bro.
Joseph got them scary stories.
I got,
Yeah.
bro, that village is crazy. Like my
Yeah.
dad's sister died there.
Oh, for
They
real?
were fighting the war, the Civil War.
I ain't never gonna.
They got blown up, bro. But that village lit. I'm not gonna lie, it's peaceful now. I was born at the right time.
Yeah.
He got some cousins.
I was born at the right time, bro.
I'm just glad I live in California, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Mhm.
If y'all could live anywhere in California, though, where would it be?
Probably Orange County.
Yeah,
Orange
Orange
County.
County.
No.
Newport. I'm trying to kick it with
Newport.
Kobe on the
Yeah.
weekends, bro.
Yeah,
Barbecue.
Oh, okay, then fucking
Newport.
Huntington, bro.
Huntington?
No, maybe Laguna.
Oh.
I forgot about
Or
Laguna.
Pelican Hill.
No, San Diego, La Jolla.
La Jolla.
La Jolla.
I was
But
gonna
there's
say,
They
a
got
lot of
racists.
retirees
They
in
got
La
a lot
Jolla.
of
I don't give
racists
a
in La
fuck,
Jolla.
bitch.
Oh, you know what would
I'm
be cool?
a retiree too.
Irvine. You got
I just moved to
everything.
LA, bro.
Nah.
Well, not
Yeah.
retire, but I would
City
want to
life.
live in Irvine just to work, like spend my working life there. It's peaceful over there. It's fucking nice.
It's very nice. I like where I live. I live in
Santa Ana's lit, dude.
It
Santa
is.
Ana.
There's
I would
so
say-
much to
It's got
do.
flavor.
yeah. I'd say either somewhere in the Bay Area or like Ladera Heights,
Ladera Heights.
Black Beverly Hills, my brother.
Mhm.
Respect.
Would you do Westwood?
I don't think I would.
Hollywood. Hollywood Hills.
I don't know. That's probably like a little too much for me, you know.
Really?
I ain't gonna lie.
I
It's
feel
like
it.
a singles kind of like a millionaire that's single.
George,
Yeah.
if you were a millionaire, would you have a wife? Or would you just...
Hell no.
Oh,
Hell no. I'm gone.
I'm gone.
Fuck
You
no,
put me
Ricky.
under some pressure right
I'm
now.
just kidding.
Hey.
You know what? You know what popped into his head when I asked that question? You know who popped into his head when I asked that question?
Oh,
Santana.
hey, shout out, shout out Santana.
He gonna throw a 100 rack real quick.
If George get a million going straight to paradise, bro.
Why y'all
Nowhere-
exposing me like
nowhere
that,
else,
man?
bro.
Why y'all exposing me on camera right
Shout out
now?
Santana.
But shout out to her.
Hey, Matt gonna watch this and be like, yo, let's fucking go.
We gonna edit that later.
Put a little bleep over that. Shout out bleep.
She ain't gotta know. She's just gonna get these bills.
Oh my god.
Oh, you gonna get so in trouble.
y'all over here wilding, man. I'm over here just
Trying to talk some shit.
trying to talk. Y'all over here
Talking
exposing
some
me.
shit. Every episode, somebody gets exposed.
Everybody getting exposed, man.
Somebody gets roasted.
So do y'all vote though?
Nah.
Yeah,
Never.
I do.
Nah.
Nah.
You can
Kick
make
us
a
out,
difference,
bro.
bro.
Kick us out,
Dead
bro.
ass, bro?
Yes.
Okay,
So
I'll
raise your
vote
hand
next
if you
time.
vote.
I'll vote next time. Next time.
That don't count. That don't count.
No.
Why didn't you vote? Like just asking.
I
bro.
had no time.
You didn't have time.
You know you get paid
Yeah, I don't really-
time off
I didn't
to
get
vote.
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally.
Fact.
It's
I-
legally
I'd rather
bound.
just be at work.
Definitely. Why
It
didn't you
make a
vote?
difference
How did
anyway? It didn't make a difference
FBI,
anyway.
he
Donald
right
Trump.
here. We
Said
got
what?
him,
I-
FBI.
Trump.
you just
We
don't
got
get
him.
involved in
I
politics?
don't like none of them fools.
Trump.
Yeah,
Yeah, I ain't never seen
Anyway.
nobody I like.
Obama.
Obama was pretty cool.
Y'all lost.
Bill Clinton.
You see what the shirt say though. Hey.
Obama.
You see
Four
what the
to
shirt
four.
say.
4-4.
Oh my god. Throwing gang signs on the podcast.
No,
Mr. President.
Mr. Obama. Man, we're ignorant, bro.
Man, y'all wild.
Can't take y'all nowhere.
No.
Bro. But for real though, I think it's kind of up to us now. Like the millennials got to vote.
True. I'm a vote.
We got to do it.
I'll vote.
We gotta get
Not
Trump
for
up
the
out of here.
I'm not trying to be
Yeah.
in there.
For all the little votes, because those are the ones that count. Like even
Exactly.
the city council meetings, all of those little small stuff that you don't even like care about or necessarily are aware about, like those are important too. Like those are the
Yeah.
ones where you could really make your voice heard. I've been to
Right.
plenty of city councils where if there's a subject you want to talk about or you want brought up, like, hey, if I'm paying taxes for my city, like I want this, that's
Okay.
the time to like go and speak your mind and say
Exactly.
your piece.
Politicians actually encourage that too,
Yeah.
because a lot of the time they'll have a meeting and no one shows up.
Yeah.
So they do what the fuck they want, and that's not always like
True.
Yeah.
state and local government are really
Overlooked.
No, they're super important too.
Oh,
Like
they are, but they're overlooked.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
People don't realize like the country was built on the power of the people.
True.
Yeah.
We have a voice. They just choose not to let us know that
you
we
see
have
Parks
it.
and Recs, bro?
Right.
Yeah, of course.
I
That
love
shit.
Parks
That
and
shit
Recs.
came to mind.
Yeah, 'cause
Shout out,
that,
Pawnee.
that's
He's
local
like, that's where I get all my
government.
facts.
That's local government, bro. Like
Yeah.
the way I saw it is like 2016. That was our age bracket, like
Yeah.
the perfect voting age for us. You know,
Yeah.
to get
It
involved.
really was.
For a
'Cause-
lot of people, that was their first vote, and to like, I'm assuming a lot of people lost
Yeah.
because I mean, like the popular vote went one way.
Exactly.
But that's discouraging for like first time voters, for kids. They're gonna be like, damn, like, or not kids, but younger voters. They're gonna be
Right.
like,
Like me.
damn, maybe my vote really doesn't count. You know,
Right?
that is
That's what I
not
felt.
But
I felt like a lot of
technically-
people felt like
That's
that.
what I felt like.
Technically,
their vote
he's
counted.
under investigation.
Yeah.
He's
for
been
fraud, from
He gonna
hiding
get
some
impeached.
help from.
he's been under
Nothing's gonna happen.
investigation since
Man.
That shit
before
will
he
drag
even
out.
swore in.
That shit won't even come to light until after his presidency.
Exactly.
Hey, Trump just a gangster, man. Like,
Hey, he
Trump-
a cold businessman, but
he
he an
cold.
asshole. He a racist.
I don't like Trump. Like,
I think.
I don't
Like-
really believe in politics, but
He's a buffoon.
Trump is a smart dude. I can't lie.
You have to give
Business-wise.
that
Can't
to
lie.
him.
Buffoon.
As much as you disagree with him, he said he was gonna do something, and look,
But I feel
I
like
think he's an opportunist
Yeah.
that is very true.
Yeah.
with a lot of damn luck.
A lot of it.
Well, no, he's ideal for the
he's
system,
backed.
though.
He comes
like-
from a background with like money, though. So you know.
He's
But-
ideal for the system of like the bourgeoisie.
For the privileged.
I'm about to get into some conspiracy theory shit. I'm gonna hold back. No, but like I got my degree in this shit to realize that like
Right.
Speak on
there's a system that's there. There's a demographic. There's a template. White male, head of household. That's what the Electoral College wanted to see.
Yeah.
Because like Obama was president for 8 years. You don't think that pissed off the right side?
Yep. Absolutely.
They're like the Electoral College is primarily old, male, and white.
Yeah.
They got their shot in.
Yeah.
The popular vote, like I hate to say it, but that shit really didn't count this time.
It really didn't, bro.
But our generation should realize that next time shit's gonna count.
Yeah.
We gonna vote.
We're
just
never
make it
gonna
day.
We all gotta vote.
We
man.
gonna get lit
We all
and go
gotta
vote.
do it.
There's
Brunch
never-
and vote.
Everybody
There's
look at
never-
your camera and be like, "Go vote."
Hey,
Go
but
vote. There's
you-
never gonna be another election as loosely, like, monitored as
Yeah.
the last one. Presidential election. 2020, it's gonna be tough. Like, it's
Yeah.
gonna be strict.
Yep. You know what we forgot to do though?
What?
We forgot to give a word to our sponsor.
Oh,
Y'all know who this podcast is sponsored by, right?
sponsored by.
Sponsored by Nacho Blunts.
For sure.
The blunts. That's not nachos.
We out.
So yeah, y'all. Let's call it a night. I think we got
Yeah.
a good little couple of minutes there.
Cool.
All right, y'all. We out.
Later.
Go subscribe to us on
Bye,
YouTube
guys.
at
Hello.
Day One Media.
At Day One
Think
Media.
hello.